This is an introduction to the GBV Blended Curriculum. Let's start with the impetus for this curriculum. Traditionally, training of humanitarian staff has relied solely on face-to-face instruction. For staff working in gender-based violence response, this instruction includes role-playing, direct observation, and coaching. However, in recent years, humanitarian programming has adjusted to meet the needs of urban or roving displaced populations. In line with that trend, GBV casework staff have shifted routine care from static to also include roving locations. This increases the need to complement natural learning sources with remote capacity building. So how did we start this project? To accommodate frontline staff working in static or mobile teams, creative solutions were required to meet the needs of these staff. For IRC's mobile and remote service delivery project supported by ECHO, we decided to invest in a mobile application for remote capacity building of staff. This app was designed with 3 core components. First, content to share a knowledge base. Second, assessments to facilitate supervisor-administered and self-administered skills assessments over time. And third, a community section to create a space for GBV frontline responders to connect. The remote-offered skill-building app called Rosa came out of this project and was piloted in Myanmar, Burundi, and Iraq. Based on the results of the pilot rollout and research on the app's use, IRC decided to seek additional funding to further build out functionality for a more holistic approach to curriculum. With funding from ECHO, IRC is now offering an innovative approach to capacity building through the development of this interactive blended curriculum. This curriculum is blended in the sense that it can be utilized in remote, low connectivity settings as well as in face-to-face instruction. It's hosted on the GBV Responders website and in the remote offered skill building application, Rosa. The curriculum provides key content on 12 modules and is set up to complement the existing foundational guidance of the Interagency Case Management Guidelines. These modules include psychosocial skills, case management service setup, case management guidance, mandatory reporting, complexities in case management, safe and ethical data sharing, case management with intimate partner violence, with adolescent girls, with child survivors, with survivors with disabilities. It also includes modules on case management quality control and self-care. All of this content includes written materials, and there are also audio and video instruction and role plays, recall-oriented instructions, quizzes, discussion prompts, and case studies. Also, the app's second phase continues to offer supervisor-administered or self-administered skills assessments and a community space for users to expand their learning through self-led and facilitated remote discussions. The blended curriculum is a result of an IRC-led effort that involved 18 staff from IRC's Women's Protection and Empowerment, Child Protection and Protection Rule of Law sectors, UNICEF, University of Dublin, NRC, IMC, WHO, WRC, and UNHCR. A selection of this content was invalidated at an in-person workshop in Nairobi with GBV caseworkers and supervisors from 7 countries. This validation included reviewing content from each module, adding contextual nuances, and ensuring it reflected the reality of the field. In addition, the audio and video content was recorded by these casework staff. In total, there are 6 videos and 4 audio content pieces, each one in English, French, and Arabic. So what makes this curriculum unique? The final curriculum includes an online version on gbvresponders.org with all 12 modules and audio and video content included. This also includes suggestions for how supervisors and caseworkers can use the materials in their capacity building, as well as tools like an online learning readiness checklist. Overall, there are 44 pieces of content included on the app and in the curriculum online. Purposefully, we kept these content pieces distinct instead of rolling them into a set of guidelines or a manual. There are several reasons for this. First, often manuals are difficult to carry around and difficult to update, and we really wanted this curriculum to be iterative, adaptable, and updatable. And as it turns out, no surprise, that people read shorter materials and retain those materials better. Second, for learning effectiveness, Harvard Business Review research shows that learning in short bursts over a period of time at spaced intervals improves long-term retention. Professionals learning on the job are further advantaged having the opportunity to reflect and repeatedly apply learning in real situations. These shortened, condensed learning opportunities can provide a thorough explanation of concepts and processes, provide example elaboration, and engage the learner in recall practice. This extends learning retention. Third, when we're teaching adults, this requires a unique approach. Traditionally, instruction follows the pattern of teacher exposition and student listening and intake. However, for adult learners, and particularly those engaged in social work, there are several adaptations needed. Interactive learning for this group should include self-direction, practical and immediate application, and short and convenient time commitments. Practical application isn't a problem since we're teaching staff already engaged in this work, but we wanted to structure the curriculum to meet the other criteria, to be self-guided, short, and convenient. Most pieces of content are around 2 to 3 pages. Finally, styles of learning are also influential in a learner's uptake of knowledge. Visual, oral, and kinesthetic are the most common styles. Learners and staff in these settings will have access to kinesthetic learning through their work with clients. In this way, they can already put theory into practice. However, commonly capacity building efforts have focused on tutorial or oral, listening to the description of an idea, process, or practice. What is commonly missing is the visual aspect. Role plays offer one way for staff to visually observe and see a demonstrated process in component parts. So we brought in video instruction to meet this need. In this way, GBV casework staff would benefit from seeing a model of communication and interaction skills. And we also have audio features included as well. So when you go to the GBV Responders website, under Response, you'll find the GBV Blended Curriculum. This page will guide you through an introduction to the curriculum, checklist to see if online learningness is ready. If not, or if classical training methods are working in your context, then supervisors can use this information for training in traditional formats. If there is readiness, then they can build in use of the curriculum online or use of the app as part of their individual capacity building plans. If you'd like to learn more about the app specifically, you can visit the GBV Responders page to watch a short video on it. Generally, the Rosa app will be available on the Google Play and iTunes Store for download. The pilot version is available now, but logins, which are required for access to the assessments and community section, will remain locked until the second phase of the app is released. The app will include components from the pilot version, plus some exciting additions. IRC will be able to invite other service-providing organizations with the ability to sign up their staff on the app. It will also include more supervisory capabilities, like functions to assign modules to particular staff and to track analytics. The curriculum is live on the website now, and the app will be live soon. Check the GBV Responders website for more information, and if you want to be emailed when the app is ready, you can send an email with the subject line Rosa App to Megan O'Brien at megan.obrien@rescue.org for updates on the release. Finally, a thank you to ECHO for supporting this project.